Well, that is just one of the many, many good reasons that you can donate if possible. Now, tomorrow they're going to be cycling through the Lake District, but not on one of these. This was the 1 millionth Raleigh Chopper to come off the production line since its launch 50 years ago.
It's
Isn't it
beautiful.
It is.
Gold as
Yep.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, lovely.
All of its glittering glory.
Oh, yes. Michael's been to meet the man who designed it. Yay!
Marble Run designer Tom Karen has had a lifelong passion for inventing. 50 years ago, he played a part in the creation of another British design classic. A child's bike so revolutionary that, if anything, it's just as cool today as it was back then. The Raleigh Chopper.
Now, I was desperate to own one. My neighbour had a red one, and I was so jealous because the Chopper was the perfect bike to perform a trick that, if you were a kid of the 70s, was vital to master. This.
In the 60s, as more and more families were able to afford cars, adult bicycle sales at Raleigh were plummeting. So the company set its sights on the lucrative children's market and looked to the Californian coastline for inspiration.
Movies like Easy Rider, those dragsters and 70s Formula One cars, not to mention the glorious sunshine of West Coast America, all had a big influence on the design of the Chopper.
It featured a long sprung-back seat, pretend disc brakes, high-rise handlebars and chunky mismatched tyres.
Now, it even had a gear stick like one of those big American muscle cars. Now, all of the flamboyant parts were designed to appeal to kids like me, who dreamed one day of owning a motorbike and cruising down the Californian highway. But who was credited with this design has been a contentious issue for more than 50 years.
Alan Oakley, design director at Raleigh, was originally said to be its creator. On a fact-finding mission to the United States, he found inspiration in a bike called the Schwinn Stingray. But though the Chopper was clearly influenced by this low-riding bike, Raleigh now acknowledges 91-year-old Tom Karen's part in its design.
It took me a while before I realized it. They launched without me and gave us no credits. But also the lady who was in marketing at the time, she rang me one day and said, you know, we concocted the story of Alan. But then she said, I warn you, he's repeated it so often, he probably believes it to be true.
Tom's 1968 sketches would eventually become the Chopper we all know and love.
I was very keen on big wheel at the back, nice straight tubes, the seat which was like that, and the handlebars and the disc brake, which didn't do anything. That's what made the Chopper.
Tom's original designs are now stored in the archives of the Victoria and Albert Museum. Raleigh went on to sell 1.5 million choppers in the 1970s, though production stopped in 1979. For devotees, their infatuation lives on. Father and son, Mick and Jake Bonnici, have been collecting choppers for 17 years. Today, they have more than 50, and they regularly use their renovated and customised models for the daily commute.
But I think every little bit on the bike was just so different from whatever else had been happening in the past. So it was a way forward. It was space age.
So when you ride one of these round town, you know, do people stop you? And...
All the time.
Yeah?
And when you're riding along, all you can hear in the background is chopper, 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 chopper,
really?
chopper, chopper. Yeah. Everyone, you know. And if we've got time, we stop and we talk to everyone.
Yeah.
And anyone, because you never know what stories people are going to tell you.
Yeah. What's the holy grail of the Chopper?
So we've got a 10-speed model here, and that's like about 2 grand's worth of kit, and it came from a swamp in Indianapolis.
And why are people so fanatical about this bike?
You know, it puts you back 40 years,
yeah.
You know, in the days when life was just a wheelie.
For big kids like me, even in 50 years' time, the Chopper will always be what Tom Karen intended it to be, super fun to ride.
Oh, lovely film. Michael and Jake and Mick Bonnici are here, along with some Chopper fans who have brought along their bikes from all over the country this evening. Welcome.
Look at the patio. It looks amazing, it really does. Now, you may have heard, Alexandra, Michael in that film saying that the ultimate dream was to wheelie one of these choppers for all the boys who grew up in the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron Stanage here set the world record for the longest wheelie. It was on a mountain bike, I might add, in an hour. OK, so Aaron, how far did you manage to wheelie in an hour?
I wheelied 8.17 mile in an
Wow.
hour.
Over 8 miles! I mean, it sounds absolutely crazy, that. Anyway, right, what's the secret to a good long wheelie?
The secret to a good long wheelie is just loads of practice, you know. No, just keep calm, keep your as you pedal, keep your arms straight.
Arms straight. OK, good. Listen up, Alexandra. Yeah. So arms straight.
If you keep your bars parallel with your shoulders,
yeah,
and it'll stop you tipping to one side. And then just keep a smooth pedal on. If you feel like you're going to drop over the back, just tap your back brake and it'll bring you.
Can you just show us? Show us. I need to see it. I need to see it. Go, go,
We've
go.
got a grid down here.
If you're going to go down, go down.
There we are. So 1 metre, 2 metre, 3 metres. Wheelie good, wheelie great, wheelie awesome. Off you go, Aaron. This is how you do it.
Oh, gosh.
He's up. He's up. It's really great. He's really awesome. So there you have it.
That's it. Listen, it's almost time for us to go, but thank you for Alexandra for being here.
Still
the
going.
truth is, it's released on Friday, and you're touring as well.
Yes, touring in September. All
Okay.
details on my site.
Good. Well, tomorrow you'll be interested in this. We're going to be chatting to Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, my God, he's amazing.
He is, but now for a wheelie impressive
I
end.
think we should go
Alexandra,
together.
you
Okay,
go
let's go,
first.
let's go. Let's go together.
Ready?
You sure?
Okay. Yeah, we're doing it.
Hang on, go on. You're all right. Grab on the back.
Wait for me!
I was good. It was good.
Come on, Matt.
So I'm going to have a go. Get the other back brake on there. Oh, got her off.
Well done, Matt!
Oh, brilliant. Well, listen, Alex, we're very much looking forward to seeing how you all get on with your bike. One more try.
Matt
Here we
was
go.
practicing.
Come on.
He was practicing.
Here we